Disney's quarterly earnings report came out, and they did not meet their expectations, both with theatrical and on streaming. They are still not bringing in the money that they have expected to. They still are failing in those areas. And quite frankly, the parks are the only thing that is bringing in money for this company. And as a result, once they missed those marks, once they made less than anybody had expected, once they performed worse than people expected based on their releases, the stock crashed. Investors are quickly losing patience with Bob Iger and with Disney. After all the times he's promised them the next big thing is right around the corner. We promise streaming's about to be profitable. We promise that we're going to get back to the solid theatrical slate that we had in the late 2010s. None of that is happening, and none of it will happen for a significant amount of time. So we saw the stock crash 10%. It's not really doing any better today. You can see that big thing fell off a cliff. Today, it's down another 1%, and I don't think it's going to rebound right now as it's hovering down towards 100. But don't worry, Jay. Bob Iger has a plan. Bob Iger has a plan to get you excited for what's next. Disney's Bob Iger bullish on AI use across entire company. Phenomenal opportunities.
Wow.
And we briefly mentioned this yesterday. All these companies are getting more involved in AI and stuff. The kicker with this is that it's not even going to be them creating things anymore. It's going to be you. Disney is now so shitty at creating stories that people care about. They've decided that maybe the best thing for them to do is allow the viewers to pay for access to this streaming service and allow the viewers to make the content that they want to see. That's how bad Disney is at creating anything anymore. Disney Plus to allow user-generated content via AI. Disney CEO Bob Iger hinted at productive conversations with unnamed AI companies that would protect IP but add new features to the studio's flagship streaming service. So we are talking, right? Disney, who has not been able to create any new franchises and who have destroyed all the IPs they own. They are now at the point where they've just given that up, and their big plan is to let the fucking consumer, let the people who's paying them make it. Make some AI fucking slop video on Disney Plus. That's the new big plan for Bob Iger. That's the new big plan now that all these fucking things have fallen by the wayside and failed. That is so fucking pathetic. In my mind, it's absolutely embarrassing.
I don't understand.
This is your plan for the future.
Is it going to be like YouTube, where it's like if I'm using Winnie the Pooh and I make a couple of AI Winnie the Pooh stuff, and then are they going to approve it and be like, yeah, we're going to let you upload it to Disney Plus, where people can watch your genius, innovative short made by AI? Like how does the creator get is there compensation? Is it just a shout out? Do you get nothing? Like, how does that even work? That's so bizarre, where they're at the point now where it's like they're basically turning that into a YouTube style. Let's just let you guys upload videos after we process it so you guys can pay us money to see your own video that you made up on the streaming service. This is wild, dude. I don't understand it. I don't understand how this works.
This is a company that for decades and decades created so many different movies and characters and IPs and franchises and things like that over decades and decades. And now this is where we are, right? Where they have run out of creative capacity. They no longer have the personnel. They no longer have the attitude. They no longer have the want. They no longer have the desire. And they're just saying, why don't you do it? Now, we're not going to let you do anything you want. We're not going to let you take these characters and make, a racist joke with them. So we're going to screen that. It's basically going to be a fucking baby version of AI, is what it sounds like. But come on, Bob Iger. This is it. This is your fucking legacy. Buying all these franchises and then destroying them and then saying, we're out of ideas. Why don't you guys do it now?
Yeah, fill the void for our Disney Plus while we make all the money. That's not going to end well for them at all. I mean, like we said yesterday, going over their earnings report, they are failing on everything except for parks and recreation. That's it. And mostly because of the international Disneys, which they only have a percentage. They don't even have a lot of creative control of what happens over there. That's why there's still Splash Mountain and everything on these other Disney parks. They didn't change it over. And the new cruise lines that they put out. And this is just a very cheap way to get content on the streaming service.
Yeah, and
That's
to your
crazy.
point about the parks and stuff, Jay, you brought this up yesterday. The way that they're going right now, they are surviving in their parks by charging more money for less people to attend.
Correct.
Doesn't that remind you of what we've been seeing happen at theaters for the past couple decades, right? As fewer people have been interested in going, but they're charging higher and higher prices. And now where are we with that? We are now running out of that. That's not going to be sustainable for long. And this is the direction the theme parks are now headed towards.
Correct. That's been everybody from travel agents to even some of the mainstream media saying that is not a good business model to have if you think it's going to sustain. Because the thing with theme parks, it's like, unless you're a Disney adult, and most millionaires are not, if that's what's going to take for you to get to a park, they'd rather spend the money doing something else. But if they have that one experience a year, they're banking on these people going every month and spending that kind of money, which is going to be, like you said, that's going to, in the near future, it's going to be impossible. It's going to be impossible. So, and it seems like more Disney people are deciding to go on a cruise, which is just a week's of experience, than take a trip to the theme parks here in America, because the census came out and the attendance is down, which we shared yesterday. So going to be interesting to see how all this works. But it's like a YouTube, right? Like basically, like, so Ron, if you created a movie, I guess you'd have a place where you could port it in, and then they would approve it. And then I guess you could call your friends and be like, hey, my movie made it on Disney Plus. Go watch. Is that what
my 2-minute short about?
Yeah, are they expecting? Is that what they're hoping for?
My 2-minute short where Princess Tiana gets really pissed because she lost her SNAP benefits. My little 2-minute short, might make it on Disney Plus's app. Wouldn't that be cool, Jay?
It still wouldn't get me enough to buy the app.
I'm getting great ideas now. Might actually be fun to try to flood the site with just inappropriate shit that they wouldn't want up there.
If they have AI running that process, which they probably will, someone's going to be able to slip through the cracks some stuff, and then it'll be a big mess. It'll be a big controversy that someone was able to get like adult
somebody's going to get something through where it looks like Tigger's sucking off Winnie the Pooh or something.
Yeah, that's right.
And thank Noons in the chat says Ryan's full of great ideas. I am. They're all up here. They're rattling around. They're just waiting to come out. And I've got a lot of great ideas for Disney short form content that we could use with their characters. It'd be great. You know what? I've switched. I'm good with this. I'm good with this. Please, Bob Iger, let us do this. Let us flood your fucking trash Disney Plus app because nobody wants to watch anything streaming on there. Let's just use it to make fun of fucking all this shit. Let's do it.